Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and you're clashing with Rob. Now just doing a war recap. As you can see here, we just finished a clan war versus Indonesia 3. We ended up winning 77 to 75. The funny thing is, with about 30 raids to go, we were well down and well behind the 8 ball. We knew we were up against it. And let's just have a look here. So as you can see, we did all our raids but 2. We had a low level in there that didn't do its raids. It didn't need to. It couldn't help us. What won us this war is if we go through our war events. I do believe out of our last 20 raids, 15 of them were all 3-star raids. So if we just go through here, Joy, JT, Casper, Lucifer, Caleb, Casper, dude, all these guys doing cleanups as we call it, and doing a fantastic job of coming home. The other clan's probably in shock considering they were 30 to 40 stars up at one stage and we had used more than half our attacks. They would have thought they probably had it in the bag. Well done to our guys, and we had Joy and JT bring it home at the last moment. There was only a couple minutes left on the board and it was tied up at 75 all, and those two guys both gained 3rd stars to bring us home the win. Now what I want to talk to the clan, to you guys tonight about, is basically doing go wipe or go wee wee attacks. I see a lot of members come in and struggle using these style attacks. And the biggest problem I find is what they do is they bunch their attacks. And what I mean by that is instead of busting a couple of compartments to get the golems into, they bust one, and what happens is 10 or 20 whiz if they use all seem to bunch together, and if you dump say a rage spell on them and they push into the base, a lot of the times you hit a big bomb and boom, your wizards are gone and basically your raid's over before it started. Now if we just have a look here, we have a great example. Sorry, the wrong section. If we just go to featured battles, we had Lucifer here. He was, I think he was base 6. Now if we go into here, and we watch his replay, I believe he attacks from this flank. Now if we just watch, what at the beginning here, he's just jumped wizards in the corner, which is great because he knows there's no defenses there, so he can get those out of the way. Now what he's tried to do here is, as you can see, he's dumped 3 golems down. And the golems are all taking the firepower. We're just going to freeze it. And as you can see, you've got the 3 golems spread out nice and evenly. So all these wizards that are coming through behind are safe. They're not going to take the hits because the golems are taking all the damage. And why this is a key moment in the battle is you're getting rid of a lot of structures nice and early. So those wizards there are going to take out 10 structures. And the other thing that's key about this is, as you can see where his Barb King is here, he's put it straight in the middle with some witch by the look of it. And that's another good part, is because these wizards are going to clear the buildings, he knows that Barb King's going to push to the centre of the base with the witch, because there'll be no buildings left on the outside. So we'll just continue the attack here. He also put his Archer Queen down in Clan Castle, which he put a P.E.K.K.A down. Now, whoops, I'm just going to freeze it here, go back to ×1. Now another thing I noticed with his attack, which is probably not always the best idea, is it might have been a mistake, but it didn't have any wall breakers. Normally what I would suggest is, if you have a look here, you've got 1 compartment, 2 compartment, 3 compartments, is using a couple of wall breakers at a similar time and try to bust in all 3 sections. The reason I recommend this is, if you can keep your attack spread, your golems are constantly taking the hits and your wizards can take out more targets. If you have, say, 10 wizards in one spot, they're all shooting the same target, it's sort of pointless. It's overkill. And if you do get sucked into a big bomb, you're going to lose them all. So it's best to try to keep them spread out as long as you can. They do generally bunch up eventually, but if you can take out more buildings earlier, it'll help you later in the raid. Now as we can see here, he's dropped a rage, He's also put down a lightning to deal with the CC troops a bit quicker. And I believe you can't quite see it, but he did have a heal there as well. So a lot of his wizards are up and alive. Now, as you can see through the attack here, he did manage to have golems go separate ways. So on this flank, he's got a golem taking the firepower, and the archer queen's taking out all the towers. In the middle, we have some wizards and witch clearing up everything. It's also got a golem on this flank with the P.E.K.K.A. And as you can see, the attack is well spread out. And the fronts of all attack is troops with the hit points. So down here we have a P.E.K.K.A. and a golem. In the middle you just had a big bomb take out all the wizards. And that's what I'm talking about. Big bombs, they can be quite nasty. So as you can see, because the attack stayed sort of spread out, you got to take out the wizards are more effective. The more effective you can make your wizards, the more buildings you can take down, and the more chance you have got of getting 3-star. A lot of people talk about these raids and say, oh, they're a 2-star style. I disagree. I think if you learn how to do it, you can get 3 stars. It doesn't mean it's easy, and on some layouts it's harder than others, of course. But if you play smart and look at the base first, which you can do more, you can plan your attacks, plan where to attack, and as you can see here, he's still got a witch, wizards left, he's cleaning it up, and as you can see, it's all gone. So that was a pretty good raid. That was on their number 7. Yeah, so if we look at the troops here, he did use 20 wiz, 3 golems, 2 witch. The only thing I would say about mixing up is probably best to have a few wall breakers in there. So maybe put in 12 wall breakers and get rid of some, have a few less whiz. Also, when you do the attack, if you notice at the beginning of the battle, I didn't pause it, but when some of his troops come down this flank over here, he didn't use all his wizards at the beginning. He did have spares, so if he lost some, he could send some in for reinforcements. This is a key mistake some people do too, is they might have 15-20 wizards, they put them all down at the beginning. You don't need to have that many. Our wizards hitting most buildings will take a few shots and it can move on. Alright, so if we just go back into the war results, we might just show another quick raid. Now we'll go to the last one, we'll go to Joy's. Alright, so Joy's doing us another go wee. 2 golems, 24 wiz, 3 witch. Now, I'm not sure where they started their attack. Okay, as you can see here, golem down there, they've cleared out the bottom structures. Now, as you can see, golems are well spread. Okay, so they're attacking from this flank, they're using 3 golems. Well spread with the wizards, that's always a good thing. They've also done the, as you can see here, at this moment, is they've also put the Barb King, witches and archer queen through the centre, which is always key because you know they're going to push into the middle of the base and they're not going to go around the base and go shopping, as I call it. So just keep it up. They've got a rage there. The wizard's doing a lot of work. There was a few wizards there, but lucky enough the golems raged in and taken out a big bomb, and the big bomb didn't get them. Now, as you can see, where I was talking about taking the flank out. Okay, so taking the flank out, yes, their troops have bunched up now, but instead of just bunching up in that one section and taking out 5 or 6 buildings, they've taken out that other side. It's an extra 5 or 6 buildings that have gone down. And this is key for, sorry, having a memory blank while I'm watching. It's key. The more buildings you can take down early, and the quicker you can do it, you don't have to worry about time. I've seen where people attack and they come through one section. Yeah, they keep their troops alive and they put the heal spells down and they do quite well. But when they're not quite spread, you do come into risk of running out of time, and like that, big bombs when your troops punch up. A lot safer if you're well spread. And as you can see, if you look at this battle position now, there's some wizards over this side and over here, and the attack's constantly moving, pushing. And as you can see, the Archer Queen's pretty safe behind a few golems, cleaning up. Lots of wizards out there. So it ended up being quite easy. And that's a pretty good raid, and that got us home and helped win the war. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you please, if you like, leave a message, and please subscribe. Alright, thanks guys.